Little known thrill killers. Number 4, we have Killing Grandma. Wendy Gardner was the type of all American girl who got good grades, played the flute. She also kept a diary filled with violent fantasies. In particular, Gardner wrote frequently about her desire to tear the flesh off of her ex boyfriend's bones. Elsewhere, darkness colored Gardner's life in the form of her parents: a violent, junkie father and a prostitute mother who had died of AIDS. Things didn't get any better once Gardner's grandmother, Betty Gardner, took Wendy in along with her 3-year-old sister, Kathy. A very religious woman, Betty Gardner believed in strict discipline. Wendy considered it abuse and grew to resent her 67-year-old legal guardian. October 1994, Gardner met a 15-year-old ruffian named James Evans. As you can see, there he is, and that's Wendy on the other side of this picture behind me, or in front of y'all. Gardner began skipping school and eventually started living with the young man outright. She wanted to marry Evans, but her grandmother demanded that she come home. Fed up, Gardner asked Evans if he'd be willing to help kill her grandmother. He agreed, and on December 28, 1994, he strangled Betty Gardner inside her Kingston, New York home with a kite string. During the murder, Gardner sang Jingle Bells to herself while relaxing on the second floor. Immediately following the murder, Gardner and Evans held Kathy captive for a few days until she managed to escape to a neighbor's house and alert the police. In the meantime, Gardner and Evans stole jewelry from Betty Gardner's house. Between stuffing the elderly woman's lifeless body in a trunk and having sex with each other. Once arrested and put on trial, Gardner, who was 13 at the time of the crime, was convicted of second-degree murder. She was released on parole in 2004. As for Evans, he was sentenced to 9 years to life with the possibility of parole. After several denials, he was finally granted parole in 2014.